To pull off a perfect crime, the planning has to be flawless. In today's video, you'll see real cases where the method itself shocked investigators and left the world stunned. By the end of this video, you'll come face to face with some of the most dangerous and cunning criminals ever exposed. Number 1. This case sounds like something straight out of a crime thriller, but it actually happened. In 2017, in India's Telangana state, a seemingly happy couple lived in the Chronicles district. Sudhakar Reddy, 32, and his wife Swathi Reddy, 29. Married for 3 years, 2 young children, a nice house, cars and money. From the outside, their life looked perfect. But behind that picture, perfect marriage was a terrifying secret. Swathi worked as a nurse at a private hospital. That's where she grew close to a man named Rajesh. The relationship turned into an affair, and the two wanted to be together. There was just one problem: Sudhakar's wealth. Swathi wanted 2 things: her husband gone and his property still in her control. That's when a deadly plan was born. One day, Swathi rushed to the hospital in an ambulance with her husband. His face was severely burned by acid. She told police, "An intruder broke into our house and threw acid on my husband." The case was registered immediately. Doctors said the man would need plastic surgery, but something felt off. The patient could barely speak, didn't recognize family members, behaved nothing like Sudhakar. One day, Sudhakar's mother brought mutton soup, her son's favorite. The man in the hospital refused to drink it. That was the moment everything changed. Sudhakar's brother told police, "This man doesn't act like my brother." Police decided to take the patient's fingerprints. When the results came back, everyone was stunned. The man wasn't Sudhakar, he was Rajesh. The investigation uncovered the full truth. Swathi and Rajesh murdered Sudhakar, buried his body in a nearby forest, then intentionally burned Rajesh's face with acid so he could impersonate Sudhakar, and Swathi could inherit her husband's property. Police arrested both Swathi and Rajesh, charging them with murder, criminal conspiracy, fraud, and identity deception. This case proved one chilling truth: greed and forbidden love can push people to unimaginable cruelty, even a plan so twisted that it nearly fooled the entire system. A real-life reminder that sometimes the most dangerous monsters hide behind the most normal faces. Number 2. This story sounds like something straight out of a crime movie, but it is a real and deeply disturbing case. Mackie G was originally from China. She came to the United States for her studies and later settled in the city of Columbia. After completing her education, she got a job at a company where she met a man named Joseph Ellis. What began as a friendship slowly turned into a romantic relationship, and in 2017, the two got married. After the wedding, most of the financial responsibility fell on Mackie's shoulders because Mackie was working full-time. Joseph was unemployed. In October 2018, the couple had a daughter. After the child was born, Joseph wanted Mackie to quit her job and stay home. Mackie refused, wanting to continue her career. This disagreement led to frequent arguments and rising tension inside the home. Mackie used to talk to her mother in China on the phone almost every day. But after October 8, 2019, her calls suddenly stopped. Her mother tried calling repeatedly, but Mackie's phone was unreachable. Worried, she contacted one of Mackie's friends who lived in the US when the friend went to Mackie's house. Mackie was not there. Only Joseph and their 1-year-old daughter were present. Joseph claimed that after an argument, Mackie had left the house on her own. Something didn't feel right. Mackie's friend contacted the police. During a search of the house, investigators found Mackie's phone still inside the home. No missing clothes or personal belongings. When police examined the phone, they found a disturbing photo showing Joseph physically abusing their young daughter. Mackie had previously sent this photo to her mother as proof that Joseph's behavior had changed. Based on this evidence, Joseph was arrested for child abuse. The house was searched more thoroughly. During the search, police found a shoe covered in dried mud. Stuck to the shoe were leaves from a specific type of tree. On April 25, 2021, nearly 17 months after Mackie disappeared, a man was walking through a park outside the city when he noticed something unusual in the ground. When authorities excavated the area, a buried body was found. It was confirmed to be Mackie G. At the same location stood the same type of tree whose leaves were found on Joseph's shoe. Faced with overwhelming evidence, Joseph eventually confessed. He admitted that On October 8, 2019, during an argument, he struck Mackie on the head with a heavy object. The blow killed her. He then buried her body in the park. The court sentenced Joseph Ellis to 28 years in prison. This case is a powerful reminder that domestic violence should never be ignored. Warning signs in relationships must be taken seriously. And sometimes a single photo can become the strongest key to justice. Number 3. This is a story from Tehran, Iran, one that shocked the world and sparked a global debate about justice, punishment, and mercy. The two central figures are Ameneh Bahrami, Majid Movahedi. Majid was obsessed with Ameneh and pursued her with one-sided love. In 2004, he proposed marriage. Ameneh firmly refused. Enraged by the rejection, Majid attacked Ameneh by throwing acid on her face. The consequences were devastating. Her face was severely burned. Majid was arrested, and the case went to court. Under Iran's Sharia-based legal system, there is a principle called qisas, which allows the victim to demand the same injury be inflicted on the offender. Ameneh told the court, "Just as he took my eyesight, his eyesight should be taken too." After years of legal debate, in 2008, the court ruled that Ameneh had the legal right to have acid poured into Majid's eyes. The ruling triggered widespread backlash. Protests erupted inside Iran and internationally. Human rights groups called the punishment inhumane and cruel. The sentence was temporarily suspended, but in 2011, the court reinstated the order. When the day of punishment finally arrived, Majid broke down in tears. He begged Ameneh for forgiveness, and then, in a moment that stunned everyone, Ameneh forgave him. She said, "I have suffered enough pain. I don't want anyone else to suffer the same. I never wanted revenge, I wanted justice." Later, Ameneh Bahrami shared her story in a book titled An Eye for an Eye. Through it, she spoke openly about acid attacks, women's rights, and the lifelong trauma survivors endure. This case reminds the world that revenge is not justice. Forgiveness can be the greatest act of strength, and even a victim can change the way society thinks today. Ameneh Bahrami is remembered not just for what she suffered, but for the extraordinary humanity she showed when it mattered most. Number 4. In the Cumbria region of England, about 10 miles from the town of Cockermouth, lies a quiet village called Patterdale. This is where a 73-year-old woman named Lee Saving lived alone, seemingly leading a peaceful, uneventful life. In 2014, a photographer named Julian came to Lee's home. Her plan was simple: do Lee's makeup, take a series of portraits, sell the photos to a magazine. Julian stayed at Lee's house for several days, completed the photo shoot, and then left. Nothing seemed unusual at the time. Not long after, Lee Saving passed away. Since she lived alone, hospital staff went to her house to collect her body. That's when everything changed. As staff moved Lee's bed, they discovered something horrifying: another human skeleton hidden underneath it. Police were immediately called. The remains were identified as John Saving, Lee's husband, who had been officially missing since 1997. For years, Lee had told police and neighbors the same story. "My husband left home and never came back." But the truth was far darker. Lee had murdered her husband. She hid his body under the bed and lived with that secret for years. When the news reached photographer Julian, she was completely shaken. She realized that she had stayed in that house for days, slept near that very bed, completely unaware she was living above a hidden corpse. This case is a haunting reminder that quiet lives can hide terrifying secrets. Evil doesn't always look suspicious, and sometimes the most disturbing truths are hidden right beneath our feet. A story that proves not everything is as peaceful as it seems. So what do you think about these cases? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more real crime stories like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video.